Alright guys, so today we'll be doing the web infrastructure design. It's a very simple task and let's go through it. So you are supposed to know this concept, what is network basics, a server and web server DNS, which is used to look for IP addresses. It does records. You should know the DNS record, load balancer, which is connected to your server in order to help it when it's down, and also redirect a client to a particular server. We have the monitoring, we have the database, DNS record, single point of failure, and all that to firewalls. Okay, so we have the quiz here, and the quiz is as simple as that as well. And it says, what is a server? A server is a device, a virtual device or computer program, or providing functionality for any program or device. And then we have DNS record, which is to translate domain names to IP addresses. We also have TCP/IP, and it is a transfer protocol, internet protocol. It's a suite of communication protocol used to interconnect network device on the internet on any private network. Is very important. HTTPS is just for the security and for the encryption. Encryption is what makes it secure, so that is very paramount. Code base is the source codes, and then database, the collection of information stored and organized. We all know that. And a web server is a software that serves web pages. Because it is web, it will send web pages to clients upon their request. It does this over HTTP, and that's it. So we have this, and we are supposed to give drawings. So I used the draw.io to draw these stuffs. So we're supposed to draw a web infrastructure design, and the first thing is we have this, and it says, let me open this. Let me open my draw.io tab and send it here. Okay, so if you look at it, it says we need a server, a web server. Okay, so it said a lot of websites is powered by LAMP stack. We should know LAMP stack, which is Linux, Apache, MySQL, and PHP. And this is used to develop most programs that we know. We have to whiteboard first, and we have to design a web infrastructure that hosts the website. So once that is reachable, so we want to create like a host for this website, right? And then start by explaining having a user. So we'll have to try and access that website after we've installed it on the server. So I should have that on my page 1. So I sketched out what it's gonna look like in page 1. Hopefully it opens on time. And then yes, this is it. And is there a way to scroll? Yeah, so this is our server, and then our server, we have one server, that's why we have this one. And then inside our server we have one web server, which is NGINX. I have it also sketched here. So inside our server we have NGINX, and then we have one application server, which is this PHP Python, and then we have one database, which is SQL, and then we have our code base, which is down below, and then that's it. And then the domain name is foodbar. Remember that it's been hosted on this place, so we don't need, it's inside, so we don't need to be writing the www. It is code that is there, which is this code, right? So now someone is trying to access it, so the person goes to his laptop and input www.foodbar.com. It's the same thing I did at the top, and I just zoomed in this to write www.foodbar.com, and then the person tried to access the website, and then the DNS will help us to get the IP address for this website. Is going to use the A record, and because it's a subdomain www. Is going to look at the CNAME. The CNAME will redirect it to the foodbar.com. Foodbar.com will show that it is 888, and it's going to return 888 as the IP address. So now it's going to use this to kind of communicate to the server through HTTP, which is not secure. And that's all we need to do for this. And then you're supposed to answer all these questions. By the time you read the resource, I don't want this video to be too long. You'll be able to answer these questions. They are very simple questions. What is a server? What type of DNS record is in? So they are already here. What is the role of the application server? And then what is the role of the database? These are just simple things that you are supposed to know. And just for better viewing, let me give it a wide shape so you can see. So this is the sketch I made for the paper, for the whiteboarding, and then for the real stuff I will show it like this here. So yeah, you can take a snapshot and let's go to the next one. So let's send it here back. What's going on? Okay, let's go. Okay, for the second one, we have on a whiteboard design a 3 server infrastructure that holds the website. So we want to have 3 servers now. So we add 2 extra servers to the one we had before, which will say have this server, one web server, one app, but now we'll add 1 load balancer as well. And then so it's still going to have code base. And so these are the 2 new things, a 2 server and 1 load balancer. So that's what we're going to add. So if we check our design and we'll go to page 2, which is the next one. So let us open it wide. So you see that what I did to the code. Okay, let us open. So it's still kind of the same thing. This is the DNS trying to get the IP address and then connected to a load balancer. The load balancer is connected to the web servers, which is we added 2 more web servers, and then the web servers are connected to each other. The load balancer will help us in case there are different type of ways we configure load balancer. We can use the Robin method and we can use the smart distribution method. The smart distribution method is very nice compared to the Robin, because Robin would Robin round scheduling would give like if a host is trying to a client is trying to access our website, for example, the client would come and then the load balancer will give it to the first one. If the second person is coming, it's going to give it to the second person. If the third person is coming, it's going to go and then go repeat 1 2 3 1 2 3. But for smart, it's going to have communication with the servers, and then it's going to give it the servers will give it information. It's going to be configured in a way that if server is going to give it information about which one is less busy, and then it's going to give it to that particular server at that point. So if one is down, and I think that one is more efficient. And then I have the this sketch here. Let me just scroll. So something like this, and then this is the load balancer, and then connected to 3 servers, which contains all these guys. All right, so basically that's it. So let's go to the third one. So the third one, we have almost the same thing, but we have 3 firewalls and it's connected via HTTP. And then we have monitoring client. So monitoring is just to give us information about the server, it's doing, and in case it's not giving the correct output, it could be graphical output, it could be so we can know to fix things on time before they go bad. Okay, so monitoring, we are monitoring the server, and then there are different methods we use, and then this one says we could use the SumoLogic method. So back to this guy. So for the third one, what we do is we added the monitor. The monitor will be monitoring the servers, right, and then give us information. And as you can see, we use the SumoLogic method, And then the next thing we were told is to use the SSL, and you can see we've changed this place to HTTPS, telling us that the client now wants to get pass information and get information through a secure shell, secure socket layer. And I think, yes, we also have firewalls. Firewalls will block from unwanted people trying to access, or unwanted things that we've configured it not to receive will be blocked by firewalls as well. So I think that's basically that on that. Yeah, so I had the sketch down here too, which I sketched. So we have the Sumo monitor for monitoring. We have load balancer encrypted with SSL, the firewalls, and yeah, basically that's it. So the last one, okay, I haven't opened it. So if you have any questions, let me know, and feel free to comment on anything you'd like to know. So let's wait for it to open. Okay. Alright. So the last but not the least, which is the advanced. Yeah. So it says application server versus web server. Okay, I think so. We should just add one more server and then one more load balancer configured as cluster with the other one. So it's going to be like connected in series with the other one, and then we have to split the components. So inside each server we'll have different servers inside, which will be web server, application server, and database with their own server. So we have different server inside, and then you must be able to explain blah blah blah. So you should be able to explain those ones. So yeah, we'll go back to our drawing and go to the 4th page, and then you can see that yes, we still have our secure shell, and then this is the load balancer, which are connected like in series, and then just in case one is down, the second one can help out, and it's still connected to our server. And each server has its own server for Python, for the database, and for the NGWA, which is the web, right? The web server. So we have the web server, we have the app server, and then we have the database server as well. So we have the sketch at the top here. So I splitted the stuff so that you can see that it is different servers connected, which is web server, this, and database, and then it's connected to a code base, an environment, a Linux environment rather. So, and then we still have the Sumo monitor and the firewalls, this one connected to this, and basically that's it. So the next thing you're gonna do is we create the repository, create the directory, and then create the file. And inside each file, what I did is I get the pictures, those pictures, and then I kept it in this sketch, right? I created an extra directory called sketch. So if you look at sketch now, okay, so these are the file names, and then I have this directory called sketch. I have another directory called sketch and diagram, but for now just see the sketch, because this one I added the sketch alone, and then this one I added the sketch and diagram, like you could see in the other one. So the sketch is what you might just need. So what I did is if I list what is inside sketch for you, you see that I have PNGs from Draw.io. So what I do next is the GitHub. I use SFTP to connect and post it to GitHub. You could also do that without SFTP, because if you are using Ubuntu, because it's going to be, you'll be able to access your desktop files on it, and then you push it to GitHub, and then get the link from GitHub and post it. So for this 0, the link on GitHub is pasted in this 0 simple this, as you can see. So all I need to just do is just to copy this one as well, and then go to the first one, and then I'm gonna paste it and save, and then go to the second one. So if I cut the one, so I have the address of this guy. Why is it in this way? Okay, yep. So let's see. So save it and go to the next one. Why do we have the same thing here? Oh, sorry, this one is for the first one, so let me just remove it. So you get what I am supposed to do. So you do that for everything, and then that will be all you do for the 4. So let me just complete this guy. For, I mean, we did 2. Why is the first one? And then once you're done, you request for a peer review. And then you share your code, and see you in the next one.